So I'm not even gonna say I can explain anymore because I honestly can't. So anyway, without further ado, welcome to my channel. Well, welcome to my channel. My name is Exis and this is my channel Exis Does. And if you're going to ask me what I do on this channel, you know, I still do not know. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but hey, we're gonna just experiment and put our feelers out there and figure out what sticks. You might be asking what's going on back here. Exis, why didn't you make your bed today? You know, life was lifing. So I thought, just to get back into the habit of everything, why not just make a video anyway? And one day I'll probably have a background where fully well-made bed is accompanying me, and it'll make me look like I'm taking this content creation career a little bit more seriously than I have for the past couple of months. Here's hoping, right? I don't know if I need this. To kind of explain where I've been and what's been going on, I thought, why not do that while putting on my wig, my big girl wig. Call it a big girl wig because, I don't know, it was kind of an investment. If you've asked me if I've worn it in the past, I can honestly tell you, it's been a minute. It's been well over 90 days. Hence the reason why it looks the way it does on the top. Hello. I would have washed this wig if it weren't for the fact that, like, you know, I kind of want to put out content. So I'm just going to plop it on my head and I'm going to just keep it moving because I should probably get content out to you guys. So yeah, you know, it's cute. Yeah, you know, it can work. Yeah, what have I been up to for the past 7 months? Well, a lot. And I have been just kind of rolling with the punches of life. A lot of personal stuff happening in my life, which, you know, I'm not really gonna get into too much detail right now. When I'm ready and when I'm comfortable, but maybe not yet. Although relatable content is trending, so people being very open and oversharing about how their life is in shambles is very much so taking off in the social media and content creator space. So we'll have to see, right? Other reasons as to why I haven't been on the internet, it's because I've been facing like a lot of internal conflicts as of lately. And oh my God, I'm not liking the way my skin is doing me right now. I've been having a lot of internal conflict with the type of content I'm gonna make, which we're gonna expand on today. Yeah, the reason why I've been having a bunch of internal conflicts. And I think one of the biggest reasons why I've been having a lot of conflicts with the type of content that I want to post on my platform is because I am noticing an influx of people in the commentary space. It's fine. We all can have our opinions. There's nothing wrong with having your own opinion. I think we're all entitled to it, right? Except I'm noticing a lot of people when they do these commentaries, when they make these videos, these think pieces, these video essays, whether they be opinions, whether they be things that they believe or things they feel morally convicted to tell us all. I'm starting to realize that a lot of people haven't been reading. And if they haven't been reading, they haven't been researching the content properly that they want to talk about. Yeah? For example, almost anybody can have a podcast now. Anybody can sit in front of a microphone that they bought for $29.99 off of Amazon Prime in the corner of their bedroom, have a podcast, speak loud enough and confident enough to make themselves feel like they are right in whatever they're saying, right? Or to make their audience, convince their audience that they are right in whatever they're saying. I'm peeping game. I'm seeing things kind of for what they are. I'm gonna put on sunscreen because I'm like, I wasn't prepared to come face to face with the fact that my skin is like it's not it right now. So I'm gonna just rub on some super goop. Very good chemical sunscreen for those of us who can't really do white casts. You know, mineral sunscreen apparently doesn't know how to make a skin tone friendly formula so that it doesn't have people below the shade of peach look like they're Casper the Ghost, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I'm noticing that a lot of people nowadays are like, they are pushing their opinions like they are facts and that they're truth. And I'm noticing that a lot of the people who are consuming the same type of content aren't even doing the research on their own or fact checking. And that's like, there was something in my teeth. Anyway, and that's like not okay. Like, that's not good, y'all. Like, y'all gotta realize that if you're going to consume content on the internet, before looking at it and seeing it as like factual evidence, you have to do your research, right? Because now we're in this time, this era of the internet where people are aligning more so with conservative values, and I don't think they're really understanding the why behind the conservative values they are aligning themselves with. And I'm kind of peeping this and I'm seeing it for what it is. I'm seeing a lot of people kind of throw around the same buzzwords, you know, narcissism, delusional, delulu, accountability. Everybody loves the accountability word. Like, I don't know what it is about y'all and wanting to use that accountability word. Y'all were just over here using accountability left and right. It's time to start holding each other accountable. Accountable. And you know the gag about the accountability people? The people who keep yelling accountability out into the ether. They're barely accountable themselves, so I've heard funky words like pair bonding. I never thought we would compare human beings to actual like animals and quit, but like here we are, pair bonding. A lot of people are throwing around the same type of ideas, and I don't think a lot of people are doing enough research as to why they feel convicted to have this belief system or have these ideas. And for my content personally, it's probably always going to be opinion based. It's probably always going to be opinionated, probably not as well researched as it could be, only because I want to put out more content to you guys. I want to cultivate a community on here. So it's going to be a lot harder for me to allocate time, money, and resources to really investing and doing research on some of the content that I'd like to make. And there are like things that I want to do, like really big, huge, like video essays on. Again, I can't just sit in the corner of my bedroom with my $29.99 Amazon Prime microphone and act like I'm giving you a video essay when in actuality, I'm just giving you my 2 cents, right? And so I guess what I'm gonna tell y'all, well, I said that I was gonna like put my wig on, and I am, I'm still doing it, but I'm getting passionate about this video, right? Passion. Any content that you're consuming of mine, I want you to understand that I do not have all the answers. What I push out here isn't factual, and you have every right to sit in the comments and be like, you are wrong. This is why you're wrong. Here are the facts, the evidence that I found to show that you are wrong. You're welcome to do that. I will open that up to you guys. You're allowed to have your own opinion. However, I also implore you to do your own research. I implore you to read a lot of articles, read a lot of studies, read a lot of unbiased studies, read a lot of unbiased articles, if not unbiased articles or unbiased studies. Find a news source that will kind of give you a broad spectrum of like the same situations happening or the same occurrences happening. For example, and no, this is not sponsored, I have the Ground News app. I do find it helpful and beneficial for when I need to see what is going on in the world from all different types of angles, not just from the left side, not just from the right side, but like all angles, and just seeing how it's being portrayed and how it's being pushed. And I genuinely ask you guys, if you're going to consume my content, to do the exact same thing. Even if you're consuming BS internet drama, right? Do y'all still rock with Erica J? No, really, like, is Erica J still that girl? Like, I know we're all like collectively out of wearing wigs. I have a closure wig, mostly because I just couldn't do lace fronts anymore, you know. My scalp, does Erica J still, does Erica J still exist? Does she still make glue content, like hair content like this? You know, like, I know a lot of people want to do sew-ins and leave outs, and microlinks is the new thing. Microlinks is a scam, low-key, but that's neither here nor there. It's so interesting to see how hair trends change like every couple years or so, right? Yeah, no, do your research, y'all. Like, really do your research, really fact check things. Don't just take things for face value, right? Because like I said, now we're at this time where everyone is just kind of saying what they feel and what they think their moral compass should align with, and nobody's actually like reading anymore, and it shows. It says, how do you know that it's showing now? How? Well, just, I mean, go on Twitter, right? Just open up your phone and just go on Twitter and just see how people on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, I'm gonna still call it Twitter. Not every billionaire is a thought, innovative leader that y'all think they are, okay? Stop giving these billionaires spaces to mess up y'all's businesses. It's a cesspool of tactless thoughts and idiots. Like, nobody is thinking anything through on Twitter at all. They're just not. No one is. And like, how could you? It's a spicy take in the form of like 100 characters or so, you know. A lot of people don't have time to like really develop their thoughts. But now with the new features on Twitter where you could have a tweet longer, or like long form posts on Twitter, which is like not what Twitter was meant for, but hey, that's y'all's king. You know, I'm starting to see more and more people have these like really dense takes. People just aren't thinking, and maybe they really never had to think about like a lot of the media that they were consuming. The reason why I wanted to take a hiatus from my content is because I wanted to make sure whatever content that I was pushing out, I stood 10 toes down on. And I also wanted to make sure that a lot of my content, you know, I was sitting well with. I could marinate with that thought for a while. And I feel like a lot of people online don't really do that because, one, they just don't have the experience. You look at younger content creators who got started when they were 15, 16, or 17, and they're able to have a lucrative career before they're able to drink, like at 20, 21. And now they're out here sitting and on their desk and giving you all this lifestyle, self-help guru mentorship advice, and they've never been out in the real world for like 30 seconds, right? They've never had a 9-to-5. They don't know what it's like. They don't know what the real world is actually like, right? Because their whole life is on the internet, right? And then you have old heads, right, that are on the internet, people who are older than me, or even my age, who, you know, have been on the internet for a while and are still kind of stuck in their way of thinking, or kind of take on this mantle of, oh, kids these days, they just don't know, they don't understand, and this generation is terrible, and this generation's awful, and what is going on with the kids, and the sexy reds, and the sukiyanas, and the brown booty holes, and the Ice Spice twerking, and it's all basically the same old song, same old story that older people do, where they just shame the younger generation and say that either their generation was harder, or that this generation today is, we're lazy and we don't work hard, and whatever the heck else to, you know, whatever, right? Those people, their experience is going to be very, very different from the experience of people living today. And especially if they're established in their careers as content creators, their experiences are just going to be different. And there's going to be a disconnect. I actually never understood the Gen Xers that had such harsh things to say about our generation of music and hip hop and all of that, especially when a lot of them were probably listening to similar music in the 90s when they were young adults. So that's a little weird. I'll take hypocrisy for 3,000. I have this conspiracy theory that Black folks are trying so hard to obtain this level of respectability, and they're like fighting and scratching to get it in this era of like the internet. The reason why I say that is because I'm starting to notice that a lot of Black people are kind of pushing this like pull yourself up by your bootstraps mentality. I'm noticing certain Black folks out online trying to deny the fact that systemic oppression still isn't a thing, when in fact it is, especially when you look at like what was passed in the Supreme Court in the past couple of years, with affirmative action being non-existent. I'm seeing a lot of people say that if you do what the white man does, you know, you'll get all the things that the white man has, and racism will be non-existent all of a sudden. And it's like, no, sweetie, no, honey, that's not It's not how that works, unfortunately, right? But I say all that to say that I'm, very concerned the way we're moving in like the content space, because I can so clearly tell it's a grift, and I can so clearly tell the type of people that are sitting up here and saying like it's actually not that hard to make it, and you just kind of need to, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get it together, have been like established creators that are making like 30-50K a year, peddling sponsorships down your throat. Donate to your Patreon or whatever. You as a person, as a minority, as a Black person, whatever, like even if you're not Black, even if you're white, just be very aware of the content that you're consuming and just try to do your research. And I think that the internet demands us to make an executive decision about viral content sooner rather than later, instead of having us like marinate and think on things. We want to jump to conclusions so fast. We want to villainize people. We don't want to look at the shades of gray. We don't want to look at things for what they are. Oh, I got wig glue on my wall. Oh, that's not gonna come off. These walls are so nice and it's just stuck there. The wig glue is stuck on the wall and it's off of my head. Now, from what I understand at this point, I think I'm supposed to like tie this up, right? The tie around this thing. I'm gonna do that. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Tell me what y'all have been up to since I've been gone. How are you guys doing? How are you guys' mental health? I know there's a lot of like hard things going on in the world right now. Do you guys feel like a lot of the content on the internet right now is just people are just talking through their booty hole brown? Do you feel like we need to fact check more of our content? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And as always, please do not forget to drink water. You thought I would forget. I didn't. We're always going to be drinking water. I'm always going to remind y'all. Stay hydrated. See you later. Bye.